Everyone, today we will continue our third part of power sharing, that is majoritarianism in Sri Lanka. Last class we have discussed about ethnic composition of Belgium and Sri Lanka. All know there is also diversity in Sri Lanka on the basis of language and religion also. Now we have to see how they react or accommodate towards this diversity, and of course it will depend on their reaction if the diversity will be fruitful or not. So let's start with majoritarianism in Sri Lanka. We will learn what is majoritarianism and how it happened. So what is majoritarianism? It means the idea or belief that the majority community should rule the nation in whichever way they want is called majoritarianism. Now, how it happened? Children, as we all know, India got independence in 1947. Just after 1 year, Sri Lanka got independence, means 1948. So, who were the majority community in Sri Lanka? Who were the majority community, children? Say. We learnt in earlier classes. Yes, it's Sinhala. Because you know, Sinhala speakers were 74% and Tamils were just 18%. So, ये जो सिंहला पीपल थे, इनके मन में लालच आ गया कि हम तो मेजॉरिटी में हैं तो हम तो रूल करेंगे. वी आर इन द मेजॉरिटी, सो वी विल रूल द कंट्री. ओके चिल्ड्रन, यू नो व्हाट वाज द प्रॉब्लम हियर? दे रूल द कंट्री, बट those who were in minority, like in Sri Lankan case, who were in minority, children? Say it's Tamil. Good. So Sinhalas, they also disregarded the belief of Tamils. Hope the concept of majoritarianism is clear. It is a belief where majority community will rule the nation, whereby beliefs of minority will be disregarded. We will understand how it was practiced in Sri Lanka. Some steps were taken to establish Sinhala supremacy. That is, number 1, in 1956, Act was passed to recognize Sinhala as the only official language, thus disregarding Tamils. Number 2, Sinhalas were given favors in universities and government jobs. Number 3, Buddhism was favored and given special protection constitutionally. Okay, means children, you can see everywhere Sinhala community, they are neglecting Tamils in arranged procedures. They planned everything how they can establish their supremacy. So here one question can form: what were the steps taken to establish majoritarianism in Sri Lanka? Okay, and it will be your homework. Then you can see the last line here. These all increase the feelings of alienation among Tamils. Alienation means like feelings of isolation. So Tamils, they were thinking, we don't have any political rights, discrimination is happening everywhere with us, we are not getting job, our language is getting disregarded na. So they were tolerating everything, but they can't tolerate it anymore. So what was the result? What was its outburst? You can see here. So due to all these, relation between Tamils and Sinhalas got strained. Strained means, children, exhausted. Tensed means they created a quarrelsome situation. Okay, so they were totally against each other. Tamils were really exhausted and they launched struggles against Sinhalas and demanding independent state named Tamil Elam. Okay, मीन्स इलाम मीन्स तमिल में इसको स्टेट कहा जाता है. ओके, तमिल इलाम इन नॉर्थ एंड ईस्ट ऑफ द आइलैंड्स. बट चिल्ड्रेन, here state means not any state like Rajasthan, Gujarat, not like this way. Here state means country. Okay, I told you for watching Madras Cafe. I don't know if you have watched or not, but if you not, whenever you will be free, you can watch. Then you can correlate, children, the situation. Now you can see how they were getting suppressed, and after that how they raised their voice. So you can visualize this situation. Anyway, so our next point is distrust turned into civil war. What is civil war, children? It is a war between citizens of the same country. Can you imagine, children, how much tension will develop for this situation? Suppose war is going on between India and Pakistan. We all know how much tension will develop. Still, we are in different countries. But here, in this situation, Sinhalas and Tamil, they were the same country. They were the civilians. Thousands of people of both the communities were killed. Families were forced to leave the country as refugees, and many more lost their livelihoods. Civil war affected social, economic, and cultural life badly. Children, what was the main cause for this situation? Diversity. Diversity for what? Diversity on the basis of languages. They could not accommodate the diversity. What is the name of this chapter, children? Power sharing. So, if Sinhala people shared their power a little with Tamil community, maybe they lived together with harmony. But Sinhala tried concentrate their own power. They were dominating and made them feel alienation. So for all these, what happened? Civil war. Hope it is clear. And now you can relate this situation with the name of this chapter. Why power sharing is so important, or how much it is beneficial for a country. Because here, due to lack of power sharing, the problem of Sri Lanka can be observed. If power had been shared, maybe this situation would have been better. Next class we will talk about accommodation in Belgium, and how did Belgium react in this situation. We will see any positive outlook or not. Everything we will discuss in our next class. Till then, take care. Have a nice day.